You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Oh boy, Black and White Sports fans, we got some news here, man. We're still talking about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. That play where Caitlin Clark was called for a bogus flagrant foul. It wasn't a flagrant. It was just a hard foul because no free layups. And then the WNBA turns on the race card and starts investigating for fake racism, which doesn't exist. Now, let's talk about Ryan Clark and really RG3 too as well, because RG3 put out a video and he said that Angel Reese just flat out hates Caitlin Clark. Ryan Clark, he didn't like that. And Ryan Clark, man, he got personal with RG3. Why? It's because RG3's wife is white. White. So RG3, he's furious about this, man, because we're going to watch all the videos, man. This is going to be a lengthy video here. It's going to be lengthy because Ryan Clark, man, he launches a racist attack on RG3 because he's married to a white woman. Yes, the race card, folks, is being played. Let's not waste any time, guys. Let's get into it. So right over here, guys. Robert Griffin III's marriage to a white woman prevents him from relating to black women like Angel Reese. That is according to Ryan Clark. Now we must back up. Just in case you guys did not see the initial video that RG3 put out talking about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is right here. We're going to watch this first before we actually get into Ryan Clark and his racist attack. So let's go ahead and play this. And that is RG3's wife in the back right there. Let's roll it.
So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player if they don't dislike that player? Okay, you want some more evidence? Here's some more evidence. Remember last year when they were talking about who gets the credit for the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost of women's basketball? Not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general, because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership. A lot of people were attributing that to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. This is what Angel Reese had to say, and I quote, "People are talking about women's basketball. You never would think they'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to the games. We got celebrities coming to the games, sold out arenas just because of one single game. Just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on to be that for my teammates. I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, the reason we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that." Now, I've heard a lot of people say that I or others have made Angel Reese the villain. Did you not just hear herself call herself the bad guy? She called herself the villain. I'm not making her the villain. She's making herself the villain.
Yeah. So that is the video that RG3 put out about the incident between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. But Ryan Clark, man, he has to play the race card. He doesn't like the fact, it seems, that RG3 is married to a white woman. Since he's actually married to a white woman, he doesn't understand. Yeah, he's getting cooked in the comments too. My first comment says ESPN needs to let you go. But let's go ahead and watch this clip here. Here we go.
We moved in to being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate, because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Caitlin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train, it now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy, as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's heroic or hero story. Right. The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what Black women have to endure in this country, about what...
Wait a minute. You tell me this, man. What does Angel Reese, being a Black woman, have to do with what actually happened in the game? We see those kind of fouls all the time in the NBA. But for some reason, guys, the race card is getting played. What do Black women actually have to deal with in this country? Please tell me, man, how they're being oppressed. But anyway.
Young Black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Caitlin Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why people love her so much. And so now, if you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what Black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time.
Please tell me, Ryan Clark, what is Angel Reese dealing with? Please tell me, and don't tell me racism.
Time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just another situation that now this young lady has to deal with. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady, I've had a conversation with her. Right. I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what Black women deal with a lot from Black men who have chose to date or marry outside of their race. They always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with over Black women by denigrating Black women. I feel like we should have an opportunity to move past that and understand that Angel Reese can be great in her own right, as Caitlin Clark is as well. Caitlin Clark is a likable and lovable superstar. She pays homage to the stars of the past. She pays homage to the Black women that have come before her. And now she is carrying the mantle forward. So there's no need to pin those two against each other and paint them based on stereotypical tropes. And I think this is what I'd like RG3 to know, that no matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racists, he'll be no less Black than me.
Hold up.
Wow. So he says RG3 is echoing the racist microaggressions. Unreal, man. Absolutely unreal, man. The comment section, man, is killing Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark is such a dipshit. Another one here. Ryan Clark is one of the biggest racists in all of America right now. Another one. Can a black man publicly post his opinion about a black athlete that is less than flattering and not be criticized for doing so? Why is his opinion irresponsible? Yeah. Another one here. You have to be the stupidest man to speak today. Let's get to RG3's response. Now, initially, man, I didn't know that RG3 actually responded. This probably came out about an hour ago. And he writes a long thing right here, man. And it definitely seems like RG3 is frustrated, man. He is pissed off at Ryan Clark. Yeah. Because he says here, there's a line you don't cross in life, and Ryan Clark sprinted past it. Ryan Clark didn't like my take on Angel Reese hating Caitlin Clark. That's fine. Disagreement is part of the game. But instead of debating my point, he personally attacked me and my family. That shows how low of a person he is. So let's go ahead and watch
what's up, everybody? It's your boy RG3.
Watch his response here. It already started, but anyway, here we go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy RG3, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits, and Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree with a sports opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal. But what that really shows is just how low of a person Ryan Clark is. But Ryan, you crossed the line, man. You made it personal and some. I really believe there should be no space in sports media for personal attacks. I've said it before. But certainly personal attacks against wife and children have always been off limits. Ryan, you attacked me and my family in a public forum on a level that shows just how low of a human being you are. You can disagree with me all you want. Challenge my takes, but keep my family and my wife out of it. That's a boundary that should always be respected, man. Always. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for ESPN. It's cowardly, it's spineless, and it's weak. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family. Personally because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for him as a man. I hope you get the help you need, brother.
Whoa. Says he hopes that he gets the help that he needs right there. Yeah, that was a low blow from Ryan Clark right there, man. Ryan Clark, one of the wokest people out there, man. And he launches a personal attack on RG3 over this. Because his wife is in the background supporting what he's saying. And Ryan Clark didn't like that at all, man. That is pretty pathetic. Very, very pathetic, man. So, gonna leave it right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.